So something that when I first started years ago, I was really drawn to, and I don't know where I got this connection or this idea, but I thought that manifestation and tarot card readings were linked together. And when I started evaluating it and realizing that tarot card readings are just a perspective. It's a perspective, and it's at times a reflection of what it is, the state that you are, that you're being in right now. And with manifestation, I used to think that it was like a hope, a wish, and a pray. And if you got a tarot card reading and you asked a question and aligned to what you desire, then that means you're going to get what you want. I was struggling, though, with not having the consistent results, or getting a tarot card reading saying you have to wait a year, or you're going to get it in 3 days, and not getting it in 3 days, and thinking that I was lacking something inside of me. And why do other people get it and I don't get it? And I guess I just don't get it. And that's something that I won't receive. But when I realized that manifestation is just a mindset, is just essentially calling back your power to create. That's why I like the word conscious creation to refer to manifestation, instead of being something like a hope, a wish, and a pray, when you realize that it's just you calling back your power, you calling the shots, you having control of your mind and making that call and speaking it into being. That's where that, for me, I felt like I was getting my power back. I was calling my power back. And where I struggled with tarot card readings, and I'm not bashing tarot card readings, I'm just sharing my personal story, because maybe this is you, maybe you're feeling this way too, and I didn't see this, and I haven't seen any videos about anyone talking about this, so that's why I want to share this. That when I was thinking that I wasn't checking the 3D, that was definitely checking the 3D for me, asking over and over again, and hoping that I would get what it is that I desire, and then not being able to maintain it, because my core belief wasn't that I had power to create what it is I desire. My core belief was that it was something outside of me, and I was hoping that it would happen, that I didn't really truly believe that I was able to create that. When I started researching more into business, mind coaches, mindset, and being drawn to billionaire CEOs and listening to their story, realizing that they do essentially manifesting. They call it into being. They know it to their core. They know that there's a path where they're going to get exactly what it is they desire. And they can envision that. I've heard multiple successful people talk about envisioning going to bed and seeing the $1 million checks, and then receiving that later and having that aligned to them, because they had that core belief. They didn't have to ask anybody. They just knew it. They knew it was theirs. They knew that it was possible to have that. So with me, with the tarot card readings and watching a video on YouTube and having somebody say, you're going to get what you want in the future, and thinking that I had to listen to that. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be, for you, maybe asking a best friend, or asking your mom, or asking, putting out on Facebook for people to comment, like, am I going to get this? Do you think it's possible for me to receive this? And putting that outside of you instead of making it inside of you. And it doesn't matter who or what or whatever that you're going to, the feedback that you're going to receive. If you don't know it to your core, if you don't believe that is your truth, then you're not going to receive that, and you're going to be giving that power away. So essentially, it's just calling back your power, knowing that you have that ability to create what it is that you desire, no matter what your vice is, your connection. But be aware of everything that you hear and everything that you see that doesn't align to you, that's just a version. That's a version, that's a 3D version. We're always moving and shifting. It's becoming awareness and living in that version of the 3D that's going to keep you stuck in that 3D and not able to move and shift to that new reality where that already exists. Because if it's a thought that you have, and I truly believe this to my core, then that means it exists out there. It means that you're just aligning to that normal for you, that normal version, instead of having to hope, wish, and pray and not seeing that consistency inside of you, versus just having that knowing where you just know it to your core. That's why I'm here making videos. That's why I want to share this with you today, that maybe you don't have that situation, but if you're struggling with having the connection of getting consistency with manifestation, or feeling that you you don't have power or that you're missing something or lacking, it's often, I find too, and I find this in my own life, with a client that I encounter that's talking about wanting that SP or wanting something that they feel like is such a big deal, that it's most of the time the core issue is that inside of you, you don't feel like you have the power to have that, or that you're worthy of having that. And it's just figuring that out and aligning to that as your new norm of having whatever it is that you desire and knowing you're worthy of that. So I appreciate you so much for watching this video. I want you to know that you have a friend that cares about you, that wants to see you become you in the best version. And I totally believe you can. If I did it, you can do it. That's why I'm here on YouTube. That's why I'm making videos. I do offer on my website the one-on-one. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to, or if you want a different perspective on your situation, that's something I do in my everyday life. That's something that I really enjoy and I've become really good at. Of course, you don't need it. You just need to know that this is your new norm and you're just getting used to it. I want you to feel supported and cared about, and just being here watching this video, to know that somebody cares about you and knows that you are going to become you in the best version.